Alrighty folks, this is BMO here, and I am back from my vacation to utter destruction at the branch. So this is going to be a Beaver branch update number 1, trying to clean up the damage from a tornado caused by Hurricane Isaias. So let's check the course out and see what happened. Okay, so upon coming home, we took out this tree which had fallen. A couple branches were pretty close to this basket. It closed up the gap here on 5. Fell against this tree. I had to take a couple of those limbs out. So that got done yesterday. I'm going to try to get a before shot on this one when I make the video. Thanks to Scott and Sean on hole 5 here. I think it's Scott's favorite hole. So the gold pin back there. Now you can see it. It was completely closed off yesterday. Okay, so from what we can tell is the tornado started somewhere out that way toward Union Church Road. Blackbird Landing Road runs along here. Hole 7 is over here behind this structure, and it shoots around. So it came through this horse pasture, and then right next to the house, behind the house, a tree fell on the house. Hole 7 got opened up big time. And as you look out into these woods here, this used to be dark when you walked up here, and you will see that there are old oak trees that like completely snapped in half, like toothpicks. So in general, this is wide open now. And I don't even know if we can document all this on video, how bad it is out there. Bunch of leaning trees. So hole 7 basket did actually make it, did not get crushed. So from my understanding, lots of people have been out here working. And you can see hole 8 fairway is a little bit more opened up now. And they have done a ton of work. I'm gonna get some before shots here on this one as well. But this is kind of ground zero down here. Just want to point out that I'm down here on hole 8. This area during the day is typically pretty dark, and as you can see now, the sun comes right through. It's like bright, and you could start to see some of these trees, big mature oak trees that got taken down. I mean, thrashed. I mean, this one looks like it was picked up and thrown here. And then here is basket 8. You can see it got smashed. But I don't know where the tree went that smashed it. But in general, this whole area here, I mean, this is going to be the biggest amount of work probably. All right, this is a look from hole 10 over by the bridge, back over towards hole 8. You can just see everything's covered there. I'm not sure if the creek is exposed. Scott said he did save the bridge. Hole 8 gold basket is somewhere over in that vicinity and apparently has survived it. So again, all this stuff, and over to hole 9 we go. So basically went down 7, 8, and 9 and back through the back field, as you'll see. This is hole 12 basket right on the edge of the creek as I'm walking through the path on 10. And this huge oak uprooted and came out here, fell out into the back field. You can see where the rest of that big tree fell. That's next to hole 12. It did not cover 11. You can actually shoot hole 11 T-pad, but you can't play hole 11 gold because of the stuff that's out here, which I'll show you in a minute. Here we are looking back towards hole 8 is back that way. Hole 9 T-pad is somewhere underneath there, hole 9 gold. And it looks like all this stuff came out. You can see the canopy is just wide open now. It's like really bizarre. If we pan back around, this is the blue T-pad. The blue T-pad here. And this is that kind of seasonal pond, actually has water in it. But you can see all these trees came down through here, and just there's tons of broken limbs up there hanging. So I opened this fairway up a bit. We might be looking at doing some modifications. Again, here's another look of hole 9. And it smells really bad out here at the moment. Like swampy bad. Check that out. Just snapping stuff in half. Here we go. Another oak tree just snapped in half. So all these trees are gonna have to be removed, making the fairway a little bit wider. Basket's like straight that way, if you know the course. And it's funny, the trees that stayed out here or survived it. These are some of the trees that you saw back there. They poked out into the back field here, laying down. That is hole 13 blue T-pad that we're walking up on. You can see there's a limb in front of it that flew out of the woods here. We're gonna take a look at the back of 9 here first. All right, we're walking in here on hole 9 and gonna take a look back, and you can see typically a very dark area on the course because it's woods is now pretty open up top, but you can see the trees that fell into the fairway that was here where the pond is. Seasonal pond slash roped off OB. Again, we just thank God that a lot of these baskets survived. So far we've only found one that was destroyed. All right, and we are out here. This is hole 13. That's hole 13 blue T-pad, hole 13 gold T-pads back there. And you can see 7, 8, 9 tornado came through here. This area was dark typically because of the woods. And all of these trees got smashed and thrown out of the woods into our fairway here. So starting here, and then as we go down 13 fairway here, you can see 13 fairway is completely covered by like the tops of trees and or trees, but it did not fall down by the basket, which I don't know if we can see here. It's back there now, right back there. So it's good, you can see it. So again, this is hole 10, the back of hole 10 blue basket. And typically it's dark right here because we're in the woods, but you can tell over on 8, on the other side there, 8 down there, and then 9. You can really see where the tornado must just come straight through this area and back down the side of 13 through the woods, knocking stuff into that area. Here we are out here on 18. You can see a little minor damage on that pool house, the pump house. And Scott and Dad, Sean, those guys already cleared out. This tree kind of split in half and was a huge pile of stuff there. Couldn't play the hole. And then over there on the other side of hole 2, so a pine tree snapped and landed by the putting area. Missed the basket though. And Scott, Dad, and Sean, they all cleaned that up. This is looking in over at 17 Gold into the woods. You can see a big limb came down. Missed the basket though, which is good. And here is hole 17, which is a bit of a mess, but another near miss. That piece of wood is actually underneath of the basket. Somehow it flew and landed and like rolled there. And you can see kind of the rest of the hole, a little bit covered up. Have to cut all this out, trash it. There's a limb, a tree back there kind of leaning across the hole. But another near miss, knock on wood.